Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great week. It's Thursday, and we've got a busy couple of days ahead before the rain gets here next week. It's supposed to rain, like, I think a lot on Sunday, and then again on like Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm trying to get some stuff done out here on the farm project before the rain gets here. But it looks like I'll be out here in the rain regardless, because we got a lot of work to do. So this is going to be today's little project, and we'll see if we can get this done today. I got a little bit of a late start. Had to go to the dentist this morning. Not fun. I hate getting my teeth cleaned, but I got to do what you got to do. So let me show you guys what we got. We got a nice little mulching project and a little deer hole. So let's see what we got. All right, Big Munchie is back. Got the ASV out here with the Prenoth on it, aka Big Munch. And what we're going to be doing in here, so this is a little deer hole in here. Corn piles right back there. And so this was burned. He had a controlled burn done in here about a year-ish ago. And so we got to come in here and clean this up. So all this stuff that's down, we're going to grind all that. These gum trees, any of the gum trees that are standing along this tree line, they're gone. Any of the pine trees that are still alive, we're saving. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna do both sides, but like these pines here, like that pine and some of those others back there that are just basically standing dead, all that's coming down because they're burnt up. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring Big Munch in here. We're gonna clean up this edge here on this side and this side. I'm gonna get what I can get, and then I'm gonna go get the mini, and I need to rake all that stuff that's fallen down back in there. I'm gonna rake all that out into this area. And then we'll pile it all up and then mulch all that down too. So I'm gonna get what I can get now with the big mulcher, get what I can reach. Then we'll come back in here with the mini, clean all that out this way, pile it up, and then mulch the rest of it and make it look nice. We're gonna do that on both sides, and any of these gum trees we can go ahead and get rid of, like that one and those there on the corner. We're gonna get rid of all that too. And that's all gonna be looking good. So let's get started. right, all right, all right. We are almost there. So we're getting this cleaned up. I'm gonna come through here with the mini and just kind of rake some of this crap that's still laying back there in the woods, like in there. We'll pile it up out here in these outer sections, and then bring Big Munch back in here and we'll grind those piles out. I'm trying to keep the stuff out of the middle here as much as I can. He may end up turning this into a food plot, and I don't want a whole lot of mulch out here in the middle trying to interfere with that. But this is opening up very nicely in here, so we just need to do a little fine tuning, clean up some of the edges, and all that back there opened up really nice. So not too much longer to go. So I got the mini. It already had the smooth edge bucket on it, and I'm just gonna keep the smooth edge bucket on it. I didn't feel like changing it out because the tooth bucket was down the way a little bit. So this should be fine just for cleaning this stuff up. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, well, it is 5:30. I am not going to get to grinding this stuff this afternoon, but it will be on the agenda for first thing in the morning, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see what the finished product looks like. But this is pretty much what it's going to look like. I'm going to grind these piles down, do a little bit of finishing touch, you know, make sure there's no big chunks everywhere. We'll kind of take the head in there and just kind of clean up a little bit in there, but for the most part, we're just going to grind these piles down and make sure, you know, there's no other little pieces like that, you know, out here, and finish it all down really good. And yeah, this is turning into a nice grove of pines in here now. And once I get this kind of, these piles grind down, and this is really nice and open in here. And now some of these pines may have to be thinned out in the future, because you can see they're all, this is all volunteer growth. This was not planted. So you can see some of them are, you know, they're all kind of growing real tight together, like that cluster right in there. So you can see that tree and that tree are doing really good, but that one in the middle, you know, may have to come out there if they're not already dead. You know, so just several places where some of these trees may have to be thinned out in the future as they grow a little bigger, so they're not choking each other, like that one, like those two next to each other. You know, but other than that, this is turning out real nice. The owner came out here right as I was getting ready to start making these piles, and he was really happy with it so far. And he's starting to get some ideas about what he wants to do in here. But this being open and cleaned up is going to give him a lot of options, whether he wants to food plot it, where he wants to put a stand, you know, however he wants to do it. So this is really nice in here. So Big Munch did a really good job in here, and then the Kubota was money for getting all this stuff raked out. I like using the smooth bucket for doing these little cleanups like this. I mean, I did have to rip those gums out, which was not ideal with that bucket. If I had a bunch of grubbing in here to do, I definitely would have put the tooth bucket on. But for scraping this stuff out, I like it because I don't have to worry about the teeth going in the ground. So when I'm scraping next to these bigger trees, I don't have to worry about the teeth snagging a root on some of these you know, bigger pines, and, you know, damaging the roots or possibly killing the trees. You know, there's almost no chance of that. You can just run that bucket right along the ground there, and it's not gonna disturb any of the roots in the subsoil and damage any of the trees. So I like it. And it's a little wider. Bucket's about 6 inches wider, so it covers a little more ground. It did a great job in here cleaning this stuff up. No issues with that. So yeah, this looks good. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I got a job to go look at on the way here in the morning, so we should be getting fired up over here about 9:30, and then we'll have a full day of mulching out here. Fingers crossed nothing, don't have any issues, and if we don't, we'll have a full day of just, we got a ton of mulching out here to do. Grind, and then Saturday I'm taking the ASV off this job to go do another. We're going to be cutting some trails and some property lines on another property back up near the office over there. I'm about an hour away from where I live / where my office is down here, where this property is. So time to get back. Misty's waiting on me for dinner. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll go and get this video out hopefully tomorrow, and so you guys can see it. And then obviously I'll film this in here tomorrow, and we'll take a final look and see what it all ends up looking like. And then we got a bunch more grinding to do around here. We'll go to the next project and start grinding that out. So stay tuned, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.